Taylor. I'm here with Ronnie. We're going to go over some fight reviews. Well, just one right now. And it's going to be for Kyra Lee and Pria. And we're just going to go over and talk about it and everything.
Yeah, hi, so I'm Ronnie. I am one of the commentators for Donnybrook Fight Promotions, and I will be here with Taylor going over pretty much what she's already said with us watching the fights.
We're going to start off with some shout outs to our sponsors. One of our leading sponsors is Barstow Construction.
Hi, I'm Hunter from Barstow Construction, and you may be wondering where you can get some good quality work done for your home or business. Whether it be roofing, remodeling, siding, or starting from scratch, we'll be there no matter the season. Being insured by Eichel Berwick Agency and using local vendors like Korean Lumber and Granite City Graphics ensures that we can continue building a better tomorrow.
They've been helping out with everything. It's my dad's company. Hunter also helps out with that. They do a lot of remodeling. That's the word I'm looking for. They do a lot of remodeling and roofing and whatever you really need around the house, they can help out with. They're pretty booked out right now. And then we also have the Comfort Inn and Suites for all the fighters and any of our special guests that we have go up and stay at the Comfort Inn. So if they're not booked out, you can always call up at the Comfort Inn up in Berlin and ask for a room up there. And they're pretty nice. We appreciate everything that they do up there. You can always catch a banner up there before our events. A lot of people like to take pictures with them. And then we also have Wilkins Harley Davidson. And last time they bought the TV for the raffle that we had, we do our banners down at their store. Tiffany, a ring girl, also works down there in the retail, and it's her job to wear the outfits that they have coming in and showcase them and show them off and everything. And that's really cool. And then we also we're going to have a new sponsor, the Foreign Auto Source with Gabriel Cole. We have a new sponsorship going on, and the page is set up and everything. You can go and check that out if you want to, but he's going to be another top sponsor that we have, and we're super excited to have him on board. They deal with like Subarus and other cars.
They deal with the foreign cars. So basically like Subarus, Mitsubishis, any car that's not American made, it's the Foreign Auto Source. So they're pretty equipped to deal with the foreign.
Yeah, he knows more about that than we do. And then we have our podcasts that we love to shout out. We have the Aired Out podcast and we have All the Calls. So All the Calls is with Ben Field, and he does all of the pro wrestling and pro MMA and Muay Thai. He has all the interviews for the fighters and stuff. He's pretty cool. He can get out of hand, but that is what we love about Ben.
Ben can. Ben is the most out-of-pocket man that I know.
Yeah, he's awesome. We love him. He's a really good guy all around. So shout out to All the Calls podcast. You can catch him on our page as well when he's doing the interviews for our fighters and stuff. So if you ever want to catch, more information on the fighters and stuff, that's where you want to go for our events leading up. Our next event is in December 7th. So we will start to get those interviews in place. Like, I'll start sending information over to Ben. Last time I wasn't good at it. I apologize. I need to send the names over sooner. I know. We'll do that this time. So then we have the Aired Out podcast with JD. He is a local podcast here in Vermont. He covers all the news and happenings around here. I think he went to the reggae festival recently. That was pretty fun to watch. He's a good family friend, and we've stuck it out with him. We've been like a partnership basically since we've started, doing advertising and stuff. So shout out to the Aired Out podcast. We definitely appreciate everything that JD has done. And then we also have Yipes, Stripes, and Barry, Yipes, Bevan and Sons. They do embroidery and print pressing, for hats and shirts and sweatshirts. They do mugs, and then they also have their auto section. They do detailing and decals and stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure of everything that they do on that side, because we don't need to use that side. But Valerie down there has been awesome. Every time we need to work with her, you can get signs and shirts, and she does a lot for the community as well. I believe they do the senior portraits or whatever that you can get for your lawn, and they did some other t-shirts for some charity events. And then we also have
Tall Truck. We have Tall Truck. Shout out to Tall Truck. So Devin's the man. Yeah, they just went to the Montalwana golf. I don't know what you would call it.
Extravaganza.
Convention.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. But that was fun to watch. They have products in Graham Central on Barry Montpelier Road. They have, I think, almost any dispensary you can go into at this point. I know they are also in Winooski at Winooski Grow.
I'll have to Google it.
Yeah. But regardless, shout out to Devin. And then
Gusto's is another one. They do our food and drinks at the event, and they also have the after party at their bar, but they also play our fights on their TVs when it's working and everything. And yeah, they've been awesome. Alex Buck, she used to be one of our ring girls, and so shout out to Gusto's, and they make our Donnie tots that we have, the loaded tater tots that we have at the shows. We definitely appreciate all the hard work and the dedication that goes into serving the customers at our events. We definitely appreciate everyone. It's hot in there. It can't be easy. It's loud, but yeah, no. Gusto's is awesome, and we've been sticking with them for a while now. We'll probably stick with them for however long they want to keep doing this. I mean, it's crazy, but yeah. So they have our drinks and our food, and you can always get some stuff there at the events. And then we also have Central Perks up at the Berlin Mall. We do some advertising with them too. They have some awesome, it's like a little retro diner type feel. They have like little foods and burgers and fries and milkshakes and stuff. It's just a quick little bite to eat up at the mall. It's right next to Planet Fitness, so we put up a big banner right up next to Planet Fitness. A lot of fighters will go up there to train and stuff right before the fights, and you can catch the banner there if you don't want to go to Wilkins or the Comfort Inn to go and take a picture with the banners. So we are going to move on from all of that, and we are going to now take a look at the most recent fight, Pria, Sin, and Kyra Lee. They recently just did a small glove tie fight, our past Ballenberry 13 event, and we're just going to do a quick little review of it and then close it off. Alright guys, we're back, and we are going to watch this fight. We're going to skip through Justin Manning announcing. There's the tail of the tapes if anyone's interested. We will be releasing this soon so that you can watch it on YouTube and everything. So there's Pria. She's out of Saratoga Academy of Elite Martial Arts. She normally trains with Don Walton. I know sometimes she trains with other people. But I believe in this one, they hadn't been training as much as they really wanted to. But she's still ready to get in there and get ready to go for her fight. Here's Amanda, the greaser. We'll skip ahead a little bit. So this is Kyra Lee. She's out of Combat Fitness in Vermont. She has been in our cage numerous times. Always love to have her. She plays the same music every time she comes out. Fat Bottom Girls. I love it. I don't have anything bad to say about either one of these girls. They're both fun to watch, and they have a pretty good following for the most part. I know Pria's coming from pretty far away in New York. I mean, it's only a couple hours, but it's still, her fan base is more pay-per-view and everything. But Kyra, even though she's in Vermont right now, she's from Canada. So her fan base is kind of split between ticket sales and pay-per-view, but she also has a lot of people that like to watch her, and both of these girls have had very successful YouTube replays, which is kind of why we want to get these out as soon as possible. I know I've been slacking a little bit, but there's Tall Truck there in the corner. Alright. So, first round. I have it sped up a little bit. They're not going actually this fast. It's about a fourth of the speed. Kyra's a lot more bouncy on her feet than Pria is. I know Pria's got a lot more forward momentum, but Kyra's staying active the whole time. Kyra's been throwing the same combo. Oh, yeah, Pria keeps catching her with that left hand. She's catching on to Kyra doing the same. She'll do her left hand and then her right. If she doesn't throw a kick, that is. Alright, going into the second round. Saratoga Academy fighters are not allowed to sit. Don doesn't let them sit. I guess it's the preference. Do you know anything more about that? I wouldn't.
The not sitting thing?
Yeah.
Basically, the non-sitting thing is, you're giving your body a chance to get lazy, if you will. So, like, you continue to stand whenever you get off the stool, you don't start to feel, tired, lethargic, anything like that. Your body doesn't have that sixth reset.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times whenever you sit down after you have an adrenaline dump, your body's like, okay, cool, I don't want to get back up. And then the minute you do get back up, your body's like, yeah, what are you doing? I don't like this. But if you don't give it that chance, you don't got to worry about it.
Despite Pria having such a lot... Ooh, that was a good elbow. Priya's got a really long arm span.
Yeah, I'd like to see more consistency in the jab. She's got long legs too, so
yeah.
I'd like to see a lot of long jabs, a lot of teeps, front kicks. Kyra's just kind of dancing around, and she has to exit majority of the exchanges. So I'd like to see her capitalize on in between the exchanges.
Yeah. She's definitely got an advantage, with her height and everything. They're both pretty experienced. I think Pria has some more Thai fights. Kyra's like a mix. She'll do MMA, grappling, Muay Thai. So Kyra's got a little bit more round MMA skills. But she's got a lot. When she gets there, she gets the forward momentum going. You can see she's got some blood going down because Pria is definitely, when she lands hard. But I think Kyra's being a little bit more aggressive. Whoa! I didn't even see that the first time I watched this. I wish that had landed harder. Okay, round 3. It's nice to see them actually utilizing the elbows that they can do. Like when they do get in close corners, they're throwing them. I know a lot of people hesitate because...
This is not something you throw every day. You're actually told not to throw it that much in sparring because it's definitely a dangerous tool.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So there, Kyra with her two lefts and then a right. If she fulfills that combo, that's kind of... She's been catching her, so... And those kicks, those right kicks, Pria hasn't been checking them nearly as much as I feel like she should be.
Yeah. Even when I was commentating this fight, it just seemed more so like Pria necessarily wasn't, on her A game for this one.
Yeah.
At least from what we've seen in the past, so... The not having a solid fight camp with Dawn definitely, I don't want to say it shows, but it definitely makes sense. But yeah, Priya's really long fighter, so I'd like to see her capitalize or at least make Kyra, pay for coming in instead of just letting her in for free with all these exchanges.
Yeah. She got to train with longer fighters too. She should be watching fighters that have those longer arms so she can try to emulate that in the cage because keeping Kyra away was a challenge.
Yeah. But you gotta do something to make her respect you and stop, just rushing in. You gotta make them think, is this a good spot to go in? Is it not? That's what I mean by, you can't let them come in for free. You gotta make them pay for whenever they come in. There's that respect that you gotta have.
I look at her though. She's covered in blood, but that's not her blood. She was definitely landing some heavy shots on Kyra. But I think, look at that. I think overall Kyra was more dominating in the cage for this one. So I'm excited to have Kyra back for an MMA title. I think that one's going to be super, super exciting. But We'll have to have Pria back again for another Thai fight, and hopefully get someone that's probably like closer in her height too, so she can, I don't know, fight someone that's closer to her body size rather than trying to keep this short, muscular little Kyra Lee away. Combat Fitness definitely, stepping up their game with their fighters too. Appreciate having all of them, any of them. It's nice to just have MMA in Vermont, especially women's MMA. And Kyra always brings us a show. She gets the best freaking pictures. I mean, look at her face, and she was still the winner of this.
Definitely before they do the interview, I think their coaches have to clean up their fighters a little bit more.
Oh yeah, no, you don't like that?
I mean, it's just like, so, I mean, if I'm a fighter and I just went through a grueling match and I'm bleeding throughout, like my face is covered in blood, I at least, yeah.
There you go.
I want to be able to talk and look like myself versus talking and looking like I literally just got out of battle, which you did, but at the same time, like, you want to be semi-presentable and not have to worry about, oh my god, how much blood is all over my face.
Yeah. That's probably the difference between girl fighters and boy fighters. She probably didn't even know she had blood all over her face.
No, I get that, but when I 2, 3, 4 months down the line, I go and rewatch the fight.
Looking at the pictures.
Yeah, I don't want to have that second thought of, oh, okay, well, I definitely need to clean my face up next time. Like, I just want to be taken care of. No
matter who is in that cage, it feels like for the women's fight, it's going to be bloody. And we always have to have them come in and swiffer the heck out of the cage after a female fight.
I'm glad they do that for sanitary reasons.
Like, they may not get knocked out all the time, but they're for sure gonna get hit in the face. So, yeah, that was our fight review. It was short and sweet, and we sped it up a little bit, and we'll try to get that out as soon as possible for you guys so you can watch it on your own. That's all. That's all I have for you. I guess we're gonna close out. So, I'm Taylor.
I'm Ronnie.
And this is Donnybrook Fight Promotions.